following is a presentation of TFNN. The Global Market Pulse with your host, John Logan. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, John Logan.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to the show. Hope you're doing well this morning. And quite a rally yesterday. I know you guys know that. If you're coming off vacation and just looking at your screens, I'm sure you're pleased if you're a long-term investor. We're going to take a look at quite a few stocks that I was looking at last night off the scanner. I was like, what's going to be something good to hit here with the market clarifying some stocks to be not that good to be in on the long side, because it's hard to buy things up here to me right now, even though we're not even coming off after yesterday's close yet. But you want to see, in the markets, when you have kind of this march forward, you want to see a blow-off move, because then you can kind of possibly start looking at things a little bit differently and looking at least a consolidation phase or maybe a pullback. I mean, this is, 13, 14 days up straight in a row, closes higher in openings, or closes higher and closes actually on the Dow, I believe. And then you get the massive move up. I think, were we up 400 points at one time yesterday? That was a crazy rally. But anyway, we're going to look at, about 20 or 30 stocks here that I think might be good plays relative to the market, possibly relaxing a little bit here. But I'm showing the S&Ps. We talked yesterday morning. Sometimes you got to sell things lower. That never happened after we were talking about, I think, this on the show. And we were trading 23.78, 9.80 up in there. And talked about, if we could get a little bit of reversal back in the fair auction here, then that would be time to look at this and using 23.70, 75, or 71 as a chance to play defense on the short side. That never happened. So for me, it was kind of miss the day on the long side, but that's okay. I was looking at some stocks that just weren't cooperating. Target was one of them, a couple other ones. Bed Bath & Beyond, Urban Outfitters, the usual suspects of things that people are just trying to get out of. No charts? You guys don't see charts this morning in the den? Everybody seeing charts? Nobody seeing charts? Can I get I have them. Okay. As long as Russ has them. That's all that matters. All right. So let's just hit the usual suspects before we get into the stocks. The crude situation, the dollar's not helping these commodities right now. Gold, crude, a couple other things. I think let's take a look at copper. We're going to hit this. We're going to hit copper in a little bit. I was just checking copper because I hadn't looked at it this morning. So crude, not a big bad pullback, but the big numbers again, 52.43 and 52.98. So the dollar is launched. We'll look at that. The crude's coming down to support now. Kind of market comes to us every once in a while. We reach targets up top, and then we kind of wait for lower numbers. So we're at the precipice, 52.98 on crude. Be aware of that, and also be aware of 52.43 to try to pick the battles. We're going to hit gold. Gold just really got decimated after that run up yesterday, by not decimated, but almost forced to pull back a little bit here. If we had kind of spun around 12.45, 12.46, that just would have been awesome with this dollar move up. Caught a good little pop off that weekly number, 12.35. I think we were talking about on the show 12.35.60, and then your targets initially were 12.45.80. That got hit and powered up. I actually tried to buy this pullback this morning at 12.46 and set a pretty tight stop, and now I'm hit on that. So now what do? You got to, again, your big numbers are 1235, 60, and 1245, 80. Right now, we're just kind of lingering around 1240 and a half. That's the way that bounces. The VIX actually edging up here. So I think we could not maybe rally again today. How about that? How's that statement? Let's take a look at the 30-year and the Treasuries, the 10-year, excuse me. We're going to really have to look at this hard now. I mean, I was kind of bullish on Treasuries until the market just completely came unglued on the upside. But again, you look at this. This is kind of the fair, balanced area. This is our long-term weekly, and we are at now. And they're talking about raising rates, of course, in March here. They could do a double. That would hurt. That would hurt Treasuries. That might be unexpected. But let's take a look at where we're at here. So the unfair lows are 128 or 148.29, excuse me. And right now, the low this week so far is 149.03. So really, really close. If you got stopped out of a Treasury trade up here the other day, and again, we talked about buying this and selling this, taking some weight off the table. That's always good. I actually thought we might move a little bit higher here based on what was going on. But now you're pretty much at Custer's last stance on the 30-year. So that 148.29, you can orient stops below there if you're going to try to pick something up, on sale down here. But this is kind of what you wait for. You kind of try some inflection points. They don't work. You got to sit tight. This is it. So do I suggest buying this? I don't see any reason to not take a little bit of a shot here. Put your stops in. Any weekly closes below 148.29 are going to be death for the 30-year. So that remains to be seen, but we'll keep an eye on it. And it's cold here this morning, so I've got a coat on. Crazy winds last night. Sounds like 50-mile-an-hour winds. Anyway, 10 years, similar situation. 123.10 is the big number there. Got to pay attention to it. Similar rhetoric as we talked about the 30-year on. Shanghai actually was kind of depressing that this thing didn't follow through after that S&P rally. So again, you're kind of trying to find points to buy on this. It's kind of a move up. It hadn't satisfied that weekly exploration yet, but you've got a 34.25 sitting there. If you're looking to trade the China markets, there's quite a few ETFs. All right. Silver kind of hanging in there. Here's the situation on silver. A little bit better than gold right now. 18.15 unfair highs on the weekly. Sitting right up there. Looking pretty. We're going to be right back, folks, and start hitting some stocks.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. John takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Hi guys, welcome back to the show. And I'm actually looking at Wing. David White brought this up a while ago. You know, if you're looking at it from a pure technical standpoint, I kind of like the action here. Of course, earnings is kind of a crapshoot sometimes. I like their business model. They don't really have them around here, but when I'm in California, it's kind of cool, to say the least. Let's take a look at a couple of stocks I found in the scanner. Let's look at MNST, Monster Beverage. All right, so here we go. Looks like we're printing about 48, that neighborhood here. So 48 is blowout time. So we're up in here. So how do you trade this? I mean, I just think you got to look at buying support at around 46. You know, this is, I don't think you chase this. Let's look at LVLT. Level 3. Let's see, no prints this morning. So this one's kind of concerning here. Kind of stuck. There's the weekly. There's the daily. Got some headwinds here. It's got to get through. May be able to kind of put some shorts on. Stops above 58 on this one. Should have had a little bit better reaction to the markets lately. Also, relative weakness trade. Kroger, talked about this one yesterday on Tom's show. Man, this is Achi Mama, 31.60. So down again. Had started showing some cracks in the armor and just not cooperating with the market. Then we had the breakdown, and now we've got probably a weekly close-in order below some technical levels. Those technical levels, 32.24 on, I want to say Kruger every time. Target. All right. So, yeah, it's not worth trying to pick this up on sale. Sometimes there's just so many things lined up against us. I mean, a sector that they're all going to get clubbed. And there's a lot of people that still own these stocks. So, this is just kind of the first shakeout. And there's probably a couple more behind it. I mean, you got to, if you dig down into some of these retailers' numbers, or some of these brick and mortar stores, it's scary. And it's not like we're the only people that notice that. Let's take a look at Best Buys. Not printing yet this morning, but again, another one getting clubbed and technical damage happening. So any rallies back up into 43.25, if that just could happen, would be awesome. Then you could just whack it pretty hard again, put stops above. You can pretty much order everything from Best Buy's quickly online, either from them or whatever. But it's like, I think Tommy was talking about this, and maybe Tom, Staples, they actually make or do good revenues online, and their brick and mortar stores are just dragging them into nowheresville. There's a Staples here. It's eye candy, really. There's not a lot going on in there. Okay, so Staples, if you take a look at this one, looks like we're not printing yet, but 925, a new kind of area to lean against. If it didn't rally yesterday and break out, this is a sad situation also. So the reason we're going and looking at these things that are just death is the market rallies, it clarifies things, and then you try to take advantage of those things. And these are some situations that might be a little bit easier to trade in, trying to either short the S&Ps or buy stocks that are in the ether up there. So just trying to, again, the disconnects are where you make money trading. AES. All right, another concerning situation here. Not printing this morning, but AES. I mean, you got to be looking to sell breakdowns below 1123 now, and just like last week, this was on sell resistance, and that's why. And man, as a shareholder, a lot of people are going to start getting the willies over that one. URBN. Urban Outfitters. Okay, so here you go. Writings on the wall. Brick and mortar. Nobody happy. And probably going to close outside the profile. In a week like this, you got to be one of those sharks pointing towards this particular symbol. Be a shark. Go after it. NWK. Did I write the symbol down wrong? MNK, excuse me. Can't read my own writing. Let's take a look at this one. MNK. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is pretty much death looking to me, especially considering what the market's doing. Mallinckrodt Pub Limited Company. Okay, don't know what these guys do. I don't even care. 52.34 border, stops above. The targets are 49.37. Decent little risk reward. Maybe a stock you're like, why in the world would I trade that? You're trading it because of the odds and because of things lining up. That's all that matters. You're not an investor if you're probably watching this show. All right. Hormel Foods. We talked the other day that we really hoped that this thing would rally back up into, and it's now right there. Market kind of dragged it up. 36.34, had a close of 36.40. Attractive situation in my book, HRL. All right, a couple other stocks on the list here. If I can read my writing again. Is this one of them? Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, you got another 6 situation here. PVH. Right there, we can play defense. Might not be a bad scene. Market's kind of dragged it up the past couple of weeks. Not making new recent highs as the market. I mean, this is another one you can get into. PVH. Just talking about things that may fall apart. Did we already look at Staples? I think we did, right? Yep, we did. We'll be right back. We're going to look at Whirlpool, Floral Systems, a couple other stocks that might be short candidates and easier to trade than the S&Ps. We'll be right back.
TFNN has just launched a special event in Tampa with Tom O'Brien taking place March 18th, sponsored by Nadex. Tom O'Brien will be presenting 2 workshops for a combined 2.5 hours of education, bisecting and dissecting his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. March 18th kicks off with a continental breakfast as we get everyone checked in, and that is followed by 2 75-minute workshops with Tom O'Brien. The first workshop from 8:45 until 10 a.m. will cover quality volume, cause and effect, and ABC structures, and the second workshop from 10:15 until 11:30 a.m. will cover swing points, testing, and the Tiger Gartley. Tom will then wrap things up with a question and answer session, which will be followed by a Tiger Luncheon Social on the rooftop of the Westin Hotel. The best part is that it's all free, but you must register to attend. Visit the front page of TFNN.com for all the details and to sign up today, and we hope to see you in Tampa on March 18th.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi guys, welcome back to the show. Looking at Abercrombie and Fitch and one of those stocks in those basket of deplorables. Can I say that? All right, so you're getting a little rally. Thank God, and you can sell it. I would say stops. I mean, this is kind of a little bit of a wide range for a small. Excuse me. Been up late. 12 1298 is the top of the profile on the weekly. You know, I mean, this thing's just been slow death forever. Might want to just give this thing some room. There's probably quite a few shorts in this sector at this stage. Maybe stops above 13, then call it quits. But you know, all these stocks are going sub 10 ultimately, all of them. All right, let's take a look at a couple other stocks that we didn't cover before. SRCL. All right. Stericycle. All right, hasn't had a big week or day this week. Not really trading with the market. Watch this one. I mean, any you got. Let me just give you some numbers here. 83.26 and 82.55. So kind of got back down below the weekly, looking to fall off a cliff here on the daily, trading 82.6, not trading yet this morning, but could have a little bit of a whoosh sound getting outside the daily profiles and getting back in the weekly fair auction and just kind of swimming around there. So keep your eye on that one. That might be another good short candidate. Let's take a look at good old IBM. All right. So here's the deal. On a relative, like recent beta, it's not exactly outperforming the market at all, as you can see. Kind of got stuck yesterday on highs here, but you know, you got better shorts out there than this. I'll just say that this could do something weird. Let's take a look at Apple. And again, we're trying to find some anomalies to take advantage of. There's no anomaly in Apple. So let's move on. GOOG. Here we go. No anomaly there. So Kruger is out. All right. Amazon. And not yet. Not yet. I'd love to see this thing rally up and then dive back in the box, and then might be some opportunities there. Let's take a look at 3M. All right. So we had talked the other day about, you know, new profile attempting to appear. It might be time to sit tight. I still believe in that mechanism. Man, this thing gapped up yesterday and just didn't look back, but the whole market did. So never can be wrong taking something off the table. The banks just went ballistic again. Let's take a look at a few of them. JP Morgan. Yeah, this is why you buy the strong of the strong and you sell the weak of the weak. Great example there. Let's take a look at a couple of stocks that I've been following personally for the no pain scenario. Home Depot, it didn't close crazy good yesterday. There's the weekly, here's the daily. A lot of these, again, this is a big wide fair auction. So it's hard to buy breakouts when you have a wide balanced area. Kind of that happened the other day. Again, that was kind of takes them off the table. If Home Depot gets back, I think, again, this is a scarier trade. If Home Depot gets back below our daily for highs here, especially a daily close, I mean, we could drift back into some lower numbers. But again, it's a strong stock in a strong market. It's a scary trade. Let's take a look at Under Armour. Something we've been looking at as just an awful situation that you can't catch a knife at all on this one. 2150. again, you've got another breach here. This is a daily profile that was a weekly profile, excuse me, at the same time, just falling off below the dailies, and it can go lower. NVDA, what just happened here? NVDA. This one's going to be kind of interesting here. Looks like we're printing 103 this morning. So NVDA, if NVIDIA, somebody called in the show around 60. We kind of went through that. There's no real kind of cracks in the armor, signs to start shorting it yet. And really, I don't see any major cracks in the armor long term on this. I mean, this could be like, okay, we've kind of defended that weekly unfair low there. We got a weekly close right there, and then we're kind of bumping up this week. The dailies look like this, but NVIDIA, in my opinion, still not yet closing below profiles on the weekly to give it a long-term break. Let's take a look at General Electric. All right, had talked about this one, just kind of waiting and seeing what the market was going to do in general, and bounced empathetically with the market here. I don't see any real big reasons to trade this with any biased opinion right now. It's just kind of meh. So we're going to leave that one alone. We're going to look at Tesla here. So we got the kind of market come to you bounce here on Tesla on the bottom of the profile there. What do you do with it now? It would have been nice if we could have gotten back up into 2262.44. Then you'd possibly have a chance to really short this thing and maybe have a retest of that unfair low. But right now, no man's land. Don't see any way to trade this based off the numbers I'm showing right now. Twitter. All right, so looks like we're printing 1587 this morning, probably about 16. So this is what the daily chart looks like. I think you just stay away from this. I don't think you try to pick this one up on sale either. It's bleeding, hemorrhaging. We're going to take a look at DuPont when we come back, guys.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Hi guys, welcome back to the show. Saw somebody in the den talking about the 30-year. We covered this a little earlier. Unfair lows here, 148.29. That's kind of Custer's last stance here for me on the stops below there, based on a little bit of a noise factor. They may not bounce, but I mean, I kind of look at these things sometimes, erasing my mind of all my fears and troubles and everything else, and try to do it rudely. And everybody's getting pretty bearish and bearish on notes and bonds, bullish on interest rates. Of course, you got to be thinking that way, actually. But we're at a trading area, so it is what it is. Gold, the other day it talked about on the yesterday, in fact, on the 1235.60, just being able to take some off at 1245.80. That was the target on that bounce. We're kind of coming back down, and we reached a low today of 1235 rounded off. So pretty much $1 an ounce. I don't know where we're at. I think this server might be delayed, so I don't exactly know where gold is right now. But I think you got good support here. It's amazing the way this thing's hung in there in the face of the dollar moving up again, and the market just doing its thing. So I did not get any longs off on the dollar here. I just kind of got stopped out of some shorts. I was hoping we could revisit some lower numbers, but yesterday we kind of opened up and touched that unfair high, and I had talked about, we just got to get back below 101.20. This is kind of similar to that S&P situation. Sometimes you got to sell things lower and buy things higher. I know that's contrary to everybody's moral fiber of business 101 concepts, but it just, sometimes things have to breach certain areas to get attractive for me, and I just kind of use the same methodology all the time. Sometimes you need to buy things lower on pullbacks and rallies and things like that, but for confirmation's sake, I use that MO a lot. Let's take a look at Ford. I got a couple of emails, but I don't see this being something to pile into. I mean, it's just kind of nothing. General Motors. You got to figure with this rally in the market, everybody's going to go buy a new car. That's no way to trade. Let's take a look at Coca-Cola. We covered a lot of stocks out of the scanner earlier that I was kind of looking at last night. The Monster Beverages of the world, Level 3 Communications, Kroger, Target, Best Buy's, AES Corp. So Coca-Cola. So the market, I think, has given you a gift on this one. Told you to wait. Let the market come to you. 42.40, we're there. And looks like we can play defense here. Got very close to that yesterday and backed off. 42.35. So the fires were 42.40. I like this trade a lot. I'm pretty bearish on Coke in general, and I like how it has pretty much underperformed the heck out of the marketplace. And I'm delayed in readings, David. Current quote on gold, 1238.60. So that's a double delay. I've completely butchered the price of gold this morning. International paper. This is one, we had that move up. I tried to catch a bid there, caught it again there. Yeah, I think this thing's been defended pretty well. This is not the day trader's dream stock of the universe here, but let's take a look at where we're at this morning. Don't have any prints off, closed at 53.67. So I think it's kind of a no trade now. There's a little bit of a trading opportunity bounce on the weekly unfair lows. I hope you guys caught them. Sorry, mistyped. I want to look at Qualcomm. Yeah, somebody sent me something about this. I mean, I just, again, this is one of these stocks, obviously got taken out back and shot about a month or two ago. And now, that kind of sign there was the trade was over on the short side if you were trading that. But right now, just no leverage. I mean, you got better things you can pay attention to than Qualcomm. Just to review a couple of things we talked about earlier for people who are joining us late. We talked about gold. Silver, really pretty impressive here, actually, especially in the face of the dollar situation. What do I think is going to happen in the dollar? This is kind of a wait and see for me. There's some folks that are pretty bullish on it, but I'm not exactly that bullish on it. So I'm kind of passing. Caught some really good moves in the dollar pretty much since way back when. I was bullish on the dollar for a long time, but just not exactly bullish anymore. And I know that gave you a decent trading opportunity there, but I don't know about this one. I want to look at some currencies before we go to the next break. We're going to take a look at the yen, euro, a couple other things here. Let's get this up. Here we go. Here's the euro. This is what I get for even thinking about going long the euro, coming back down here. But again, yes, trading's trading. You got to play the field there. Why is my Japanese yen not working? Let me see if I can fix that. Nope. All right, so I have no idea why we're not getting Japanese yen quotes. Okay, Australian dollar, I was pretty bullish on this one. Got into a little headwind situation there. And let's see. I mean, I'd not be opposed to trying it again at 75.303, but right now you're kind of in no man's land on this. 75.303 is very similar. Daily unfair lows, weekly unfair highs. I want to show you in the scanner. God, I hope we release this today. I've been saying this for freaking ever. Just keep finding little things. Let me get this up. All right, we're coming up any minute here. Okay, here we go. So I want to go to Forex. And on the Aussie, spread this out here. We're going to be right back, folks. We're going to hit the Aussie a little bit, and we'll let you know when we come back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Larry Pesavento, a 40-year veteran trader. He uses pattern recognition, Gartleys, butterflies, ABCs, and Fibonacci in order to trade these markets. Trade what you see. Next on TFNN.
Hi guys, welcome back to the show. I think Larry's not going to be doing the next hour, so you might get a replay. Beware. Kellogg, this is one that's kind of been on my radar screen. You guys know this. 7641 worked out pretty good. The other shoe might drop on this one. Keep this one close. Just do a little review. Crude, before we end the show here. Crude, coming off dollar, not helping this situation. You got 52.98 down into 52.43. Really good support on crude. If the dollar comes unhinged a little more, you may see some lower action, of course. But looks like a decent little chance to pick some battles down here. Kind of markets come back to you. I want to show the daily, kind of how that works out right there. VIX is above 12. All right, let's see. A couple other things I want to just review before we close. 30-year, if you're catching us late, right on support, 148.29. 10-year, pretty much in the same boat. Gold, I think this could be defended here pretty well. 1235.60. Make sure you give yourself a little room on gold. It's always kind of noisy. The grains, let's take a look at May beans. right now, we had some areas to kind of focus on before. 1070 and a quarter right there. I think we had talked about May beans on when John from Philadelphia was on the show, trying to catch a bid from 1035 targets 1070. That kind of worked out pretty good. And now we've come off, and now we're just kind of flailing around. I talked to some guys yesterday about the grains in general, and man, they think beans are going to be at $8. I'm just telling you. I was shocked to hear that. I hope John from Philadelphia can come on at some point, maybe tomorrow. I want to talk about that. I'd actually like to bring that guy on at the same time and let those guys go at it with their different angles, of course. Nothing physical. Not on TFNN. Here we go. Just review a couple of sectors here. The utilities, amazing pop here. And what do you do with the utilities now? So the XLU, I think you got to call it quits here on this one. You got that yellow bar. You close yellow. You know we're going to have a new profile here. So if you've been long utilities, time to take a rest. The XLE rallied yesterday, amazing with the rest of the world. But crude. I really feel like crude's still going to bounce here, so I'd not be looking to really get into the XLE unless we pull back to 68.14 or get a close above 73.87. That's just the way I'm looking at it right now. Kind of in no man's land here. We didn't finish talking about currencies. I had something going on with my currency server here. I want to look at the Canadian dollar really quick. So, becoming devalued as the dollar becomes stronger, you know the story there. There's, somebody was asking about it this morning. I can't really go long this right now or short, so that's kind of what my stance is on the Canadian dollar. It's a pass. Guys, stay tuned. They'll probably do a replay next hour, but I'm sure it will be educational.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.